Hello everyone, this is Perfect and welcome back to my Dyson Sphere program series. We're up to episode 5 now, and we last finished completing yellow signs, and from memory we needed to go back to our other planet to collect some titanium. So we're going to do that now while we talk about what is the plan for this particular episode. So what we've done is we've automated most of yellow science, but we actually need to set up the ability to get basically resources from one planet to the other, and the resource for that, or the technology for that, is all the way over here. So first of all we need high strength titanium, which is an upgraded titanium that needs steel and sulfuric acid. It also needs planetary logistics systems, and then we get these interstellar logistics systems and logistics vessels, and that's what we actually need to get materials back and forward. So and also, in order to get that, we need to be able to make processes and a few other resources that we don't actually have access to yet. So we're going to sort of pause building science for a little bit and see if we can... I was supposed to put this in a box or something so I had more inventory space. That's alright. Yeah, so we're going to start working towards those items that we need to facilitate the interstellar logistics. And I'm pleased that we placed this here, because now we can just go over here, collect the resources from the box, and we'll grab the extra titanium and we'll head back. So I appreciate that I might have been going a little bit quick in these episodes. If I'm going too fast, let me know, or you can sort of go back and double check what I've been doing. But I do like to, probably similar to my Stardew Valley series, I like to have a bit of a plan, play the game relatively efficiently. But this game in particular, you can play at your own pace. Don't feel that you have to rush through the game as quickly as I am. Take your time, enjoy the features. It's a great game. So, what we need for these interstellar logistics networks is we need all of those resources. Steel we've got, titanium we've got. The others is processes and particle accelerators. So these need all sorts of difficult things to make, and the processes, need all sorts of stuff as well. So we're going to try to automate these processes and try to automate these particle containers, as well as a few other things, so that we can actually move towards the logistics network. We also want to get Mark III belts and Mark III sorters being constructed. So it's kind of like going back to the mall, except we're not going to be building buildings, we're going to be building like intermediate items. Okay, where do we land? Where's our base? It's over here, so let's fly in this direction. And we are going to have to fly back and forth to our other planet a few times in this episode, because we do need a lot of titanium if we want to get our research going. But in addition to that, I want to find 2 locations with stone, or even 3. Some iron and some copper as well. So, and mechanical frame, we can now walk faster. Very good. So we've got some iron here, stone here that we aren't using. So stone there that we are using. There's a lot of stone on this planet, or a decent amount. Stone there. There's 2 stone there. trying to work out where's the best spot to do this. For some reason, we're using that copper and that iron, so we can't use that. There's not much copper there, so it's not even really worth looking at. That's barely any iron, so that's not worth looking at. It doesn't look like there's any resources sort of local that we want to collect, so maybe we'll just build everything here. And that way we've got these 2 iron, and it looks like we're just going to have to grab resources from a distance, but that's okay. So we'll grab this stone here, sorry, this iron, and we might need to grab another copper, so maybe this copper. Actually, we'll grab this copper. We're going to have to coordinate our buildings a little bit and go for a little bit of a walk. So we're probably going to need a lot of foundations. We're also going to need a ton of these, a ton of these. I actually want to start putting these in boxes because I'll need these later. So basically we'll do it at the end. So, and while we're here, let's upgrade these so that these can travel a little bit faster. Okay, so we're going to need a ton of belt. We're going to need these smelters. We're going to need a ton of these. Let's put you away there. And we're just going to use green. So let's just chuck these in here. We're not going to use those. And the same with these. Okay, what else might we need? We need miners. We've got plenty of miners. Okay, I think that'll do. So where are we going to collect? We need to collect this stone. And the reason why we want to collect stone is we're actually going to use stone not for glass or stone brick. We're actually going to turn this into silicon. Now, it's not very efficient turning stone into silicon, but we don't have any silicon on this planet. And whilst we could get some from the other planet, I'm not going to bother. So where did we say? We're going to move everything here. Actually, I'm going to grab 3 stone. So we're going to have plenty of stone. Actually, no, I'm only going to need 2. I won't grab 3. Three's too many. We're going to need some stone from something else later. Can I place these as power, I wonder? No, we're going to need another power line here. And we are certainly getting yellow research, so that's handy, but I think we're going to queue up all the technologies that we needed. So we needed this, we're getting that, we need graphite, we're going to need this high strength alloy, we're going to need thruster, which is here, so it needs this, so we do this, and thruster. So yeah, we've got a lot of researches that we need to do before we can even automate yellow. So we're going to do this while we're automating yellow. And where is this going to go? This is going to go down. And I think I might even try to put all the foundations here as well. So we're going to use a ton of foundations now as well. You're going to go up and over and then back down, although my mech is doing weird things. Might actually turn the sound down a little. I think it's a little bit too loud. Let's go to 4%. We might grab this stone as well, so let's put down a couple of these. How much soil do we have? 490, that should be plenty. So we're going to grab maybe two lines of stone. I wonder if I can grab that. I can. Perfect. So you're going to go next to this one. And there. I'm going to try to use turbines. where we can, because we're going to need more power. How is that power going? It's going pretty good. Okay. Yeah, this part of the game is probably the bit that I always take the longest on. Like, I feel pretty comfortable setting up blue and yellow and red sides, but when I get to this point, I know what I'm doing, but it just feels awkward. Because you need so many different resources from different locations, and you have to have a lot of space as well. So I think what I'm going to do, so we need a lot of soil, and a trick to get soil is you can just place these down because they're quite large, and they give you soil from the underneath. So these actually flatten it as well, so you can see my soil going up. And so we're just going to place a few of these to collect all the soil in this location, because we're going to need it to fill in the water. So rather than placing the foundations here to lower it, we're going to use the assembling machines themselves. But we are going to need to do this whole location. Okay, so I'm going to see how much we can fill in. So you don't have to place these foundations everywhere. So long as they've got a few spaces apart from each other, it will be enough to raise the water. So how much? Yeah, we actually got quite a lot of soil. So this should be able to fill in quite a large number, quite a large section. So we'll see if we can fill in this whole section actually. And then I need to work out how exactly I'm going to do this, because I might have been able to move the stone somewhere else. So I'm trying to not use too many foundations, because I don't want to run out of foundations either, even though we've got 4,000, which is heaps. So now we're down to 300,000 soil, and there's some extra iron. Okay, so now we're getting a lot of space. So how does that space look now? So we've got this whole area. I actually think that's probably going to be enough. Now the question is, do I work left to right or right to left? I kind of want to work this way. So maybe I'll have all the smelters down the bottom. Let's just set up a big area, because we are going to need a lot of space here. Okay, that'll probably do. And we're down to 57. So that means that I can actually relocate this stone. And in fact, what I'm going to do is set up the forges for the stone here. So I'm going to just find somewhere where we've got forges, preferably set up in green belts. Do I have any forges on this planet in green belts? Actually, it doesn't matter. I can just upgrade them, can't I? Although, you know, we're going to build a new one. That's okay. Alright, so we're going to need probably... You actually don't need that much for silicon, because they use a lot of stone for silicon. So let's just try this and see how it goes. Where are we? I think that's probably even enough for silicon, because I think silicon needs 10 stone to make 1 silicon. So silicon, yeah, 10 stone for 1. It takes 10 seconds. Alright, so that's 1 set of silicon. And let's get our power going. And you know what, we're going to have to use these. So let's put this up here as well. Thank you for giving us another research. And then this whole line is going to be deleted. So delete, delete, delete. And look at that. It's not actually feeding. Oh yeah, actually it's feeding all the way back here, isn't it? So this is making silicon for us. So how many more? I actually don't know how many forges. So how about what we do is let's just set up the other one above. We're going to have enough space? Maybe not. We'll just do it a little bit offset. So let's just do 5 again. And 5 again. Why did that not work? And back to there. In fact, we're going to do this slightly differently. We're just going to do it backwards because we're not going to get that much silicon out of this, so it should be enough for one belt. And so that should be fine. This will start to make sense. I hope it starts to make sense. Too close to another wind turbine. Alright, let's just get ready now and see how it works. So in. Whoops. I don't know why I did that. Okay, and then set this back up to silicon. Perfect, and we're going to need a couple of power lines. And then this is going to have to go up, and up one more, and then back down. And we're just going to switch this so that this one goes to here, and this one goes to here. So we don't need this whole line, so we're going to save some of our space. Okay, and now we're going to... Why do we have so much stone? We're going to use these foundations again. Because I think what I'm going to do is just grab this, and this is going to be... Actually, no, this one's better because it's in the right direction. And you're going to go there. And this is going to be our refined silicon. So instead of silicon, this is going to be refined silicon. So even though we don't have silicon on this planet, we can turn stone into it. Very inefficiently, but for the purposes of what we're doing now, I think that will be okay, because we don't need that many processors, and we're only going to use this silicon for processors and nothing else. Okay, so as you can see, even though I've got 2 complete stone lines coming in, only a trickle of silicon's coming out. Although it looks like I could probably get one more. It looks like we can probably get one more of these smelters in as well. So we'll grab. In fact, we can probably get a few more, but we don't need that much silicon. So I think this will do. So where are we there? So I think one more will be enough. Bang, bang. In, out, out. And let's add one more here as well on each row, as we just finished researching our processes. In, out, out. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got 2 stone mines into silicon, which is exactly what we're after. So now we're going to need copper, and we're going to need iron. But I think what we're going to do in the meantime is we're actually going to chuck all of this in a box, and we're going to put the box next to next to here, and we're going to go collect some more titanium, because this is out of titanium. Like I said, we are going to fly back and forth a few times to get titanium, but we're going to that should be enough fuel. So hopefully now we'll have more inventory space. And I actually here's planet number 1 too. It's actually not that far away, so if I can get into orbit, for some reason it's not letting me get into orbit. The gravity was too strong. So our speed isn't that great, and while we're doing this, let's just 43 seconds until we get to the planet. So let's have a look at our research. So we're researching that one now. And we need this one, so it requires reinforced thruster now. So reinforced thruster is this one, and then we can get the interstellar logistics network. So we'll have all the research to make the interstellar logistics network, which is what you get resources from one planet to another planet automated, but it is going to take us a long time before we have all the materials ready to go. And look at that, we landed exactly where we needed to, so perfect. We probably are going to take some solar panels too. So how many solar panels? Maybe, actually that's probably a perfect amount. And titanium, and there's the rest of the titanium. And let's head back to our main planet. Got our fuel back. It doesn't take too long to fly from one planet to the other, but you know, it's still, I don't know, it's probably 2.5 minutes out of our way, going backwards and forwards. You do that 10 times, and it's like, you know, nearly half an hour. Definitely better to automate it as soon as we can. And we're going to need a lot of the interstellar logistics systems as well. So if we can set up the resources to be able to build them, it'll help us, you know, for purple science, green science, and leaving this particular solar system as well. Okay, 12 seconds until we land. And that is amazing. Both when we landed on the other planet and on this planet, we hit the perfect location. We're just gonna, oh, don't do that to me. So we're gonna have a little bit of excess space. So yeah, whatever. Let's pick everything up. Ah, it's because we don't need that. We don't need that. So let's press Z, pick up the remaining things that we dropped. And I think this is probably enough yellow science for a bit. So we might not go back for titanium for a little bit longer. It will stop yellow science production, but we should have enough to get all these yellow science productions finished. So we're going to grab this iron and this copper. We're going to bring it down here somewhere as well. And I'm not going to bother with the foundations there, although I do want to be able to get all of these. I wonder which side's better, maybe here? You know what, I changed my mind, we are going to put foundations down. I think it's just easier. And let's put 2 more. So power, 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 and then we're going to go down. But you'll see what I mean, it does take quite a while to set all these things up, and I'm sure that there's other people that have like blueprints and much more efficient in setting this up, but it's just not me. This is not, I know what I want broadly, and we will get it, but it's just going to take a little bit of time to organize. And we are going to need quite a bit of iron actually. So this will be like our bottom border. In fact, I'm going to need 2 iron things probably. Start with just 1, and I might make the processors first because the processors aren't too difficult to make, and it looks like our power situation is going to be dropping. So let's while we're doing that, let's grab these wind turbines to connect to our other grid and add power to the network at the same time. I was going to delete that one because it's off by 1, but I think that's close enough. Let's get a spurt of power back. Okay, why is our power going up so slow? I would have thought while we're standing in these it would be far. Ah, it's because, yeah, we're only getting power from these power lines and they don't have enough power to charge us while we're standing there. That would be why. Okay, where do we want our iron thing? Maybe here. So let's do this. And we're gonna need more soil, I think. But instead, let's just connect all this up because I want the whole power situation connected. But we're gonna put our iron forge here. But we are definitely gonna have to collect this other one as well. So ideally, I'd be able to put foundations all through this area, but we are gonna run out of soil, which we already have. So let's see if we can collect a little bit more soil by just doing this. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of soil back doing this. Although our power situation is a problem as well. Now, you don't a trap for new players. You don't want to make everywhere with the foundations, because you will need water for some production facilities. So don't waste all your water, which some people have done. I see on Reddit every now and then people, complaining to say, are there ways to reverse putting down the foundations? And currently there isn't. There might be in future, but currently there is no way to fix it. So just maybe really be careful when you do that. Okay, so we're going to make our iron here, and I'm gonna the reason why I only placed a little bit is because I want to switch this to iron first, and then I'm going to copy paste it again. And I actually don't know how many you need for a green belt, but we'll just do, that'll probably be more than enough, but that's okay. Better more than not enough. So now we just have to connect all these, and then we'll do power. What am I doing? Connect all these. And I really do need more power, so let's put down these so I can at least stand in here while we're setting this up. Why isn't it just seems to keep cancelling my my belt placement, and I'm not sure why. Okay, and we need more power, more power. Okay, so we're gonna need copper as well, so I'm just gonna copy paste this whole thing and switch it to copper. And we're out of forges. We can probably make one. Do we have enough items to make them? No, not even close. But you're going to switch to copper, and that's actually all the resources we need for the. Why is it not working? For the processors, you just need silicon, iron, and copper, and their processors are actually not too difficult to make. But we're going to need extra iron for a few other things as well. So maybe I'll just start with the processors and then I'll sort that out later. But we are going to need more smelters. Is there any other items we need? We definitely need more belt while I'm here. So we need more belt, and luckily enough we have a lot more belt. Let's get rid of these two so I can grab more smelters. And we actually have probably too many of these, so let's put a few back. So that way I can grab 3 of these. And we're probably going to need some of these as well. So that'll probably do for the moment. Might actually put that back as well. because we're not going to need any of those labs either. How's our production going? Why is that down to 92? That should be at 100. Why is that not at 100? What's missing? Is there something missing? Hydrogen is missing. Why is hydrogen missing? Why is hydrogen missing? What's happening with the hydrogen? Why do we not have enough hydrogen? It looks like everything's being created. Why is hydrogen not working? I think it's because these ones aren't working because this is backed up. So if I upgrade that, hopefully that'll then clear this line, and then hydrogen will be able to be collected. So hopefully that's fixed red signs. If it hasn't, we'll check a bit later, but I'll check the production a little bit later, but I think that should fix red signs. Okay, so now we need to collect the copper, which I think we're going to get from up, all the way at the top. Are there any copper? There's a copper down here, actually. Maybe we'll grab that one. Maybe the one below will be easier. We already have power right next to it, so that's handy as well. The reason why I grabbed all those solar panels is because we are going to need them soon, just not quite yet. Because we're going to run out of power once we set up this big production facility that we're setting up now. There. 4 will do. Let's see if we can place these back. Yes, my girlfriend's listening to interesting music behind me, which you may or may not be able to hear. There we go. Now, what line do we need to go to? So it's about here. So basically just next to this iron. And we might, is that the iron we want to grab? No, we want to grab that iron. So let's just dodge this iron and keep going up. And then we should have all the resources, and then we just need to build the factory. So let's go up a little bit further because I want to get enough space for that iron when we eventually need it. And let's see if we can grab some soil. Instead of placing buildings, sometimes I just do this because you don't need to wait for your drones, you just place it. So if you can find locations where there's like big mounds, and generally there are where there's trees. I don't know why, but there seems to be. There we go. So now we've got an extra 120,000 soil. Perfect. Because we might need that just for that location there. Okay, so you're going to now go up, and then down, and then we're going to grab this and make another one, and I think this is going to be for magnets. How many magnets would we need? So the components we're going to need a lot of these, which need both magnets and iron. We're going to need these, which don't need that much iron, just 4 for each one, so not that much iron. And then we're going to need steel for that, which is iron. And for the magnetic particle traps, yeah, we need both magnets and iron bars. Okay, well here's all our resources, and it is going to take us a while to set up. And I think I'm probably going to need to go back and grab some more graphite for power, because I suspect, yeah, we're running low. I wonder if I can. Nah, we'll just finish this off, and then I'll go get some graphite. But yeah, you can see our factory is definitely growing. But yeah, you'll see what I mean. This is a bit of a complicated build. And we're actually going to need this again. So we're going to need this same arrangement. Because we're going to need to build these green motors. What did I need to pick up here? We need to pick up graphite. So where's a graphite box? Right here. And there. Let's grab spare. Perfect. Okay, so we just need to pick up this iron, and that's enough for our magnets, and then I can start building our buildings. So I might start with, actually, let's build one more. Don't know why, but 4 seems like the right number. Once again, if you really wanted to, you can do the maths and check yourself. But I don't really care enough. I think it's, close enough is good enough, and if you've got over the amount that you need, well, that doesn't really matter either. It doesn't matter having too much. Like, yes, you might be wasting a little bit of power, but these don't use that much power. One wind turbine is pretty much the same amount of power. But yeah, maybe you can make a challenge for yourself and make sure everything runs at optimal efficiency. But I just feel like in this game you could just spend so much time doing that, and you don't really game too much. Like it's sort of, everything seems to balance itself out eventually anyway. Okay, so we're going to place some foundations here, and I think this is where we're going to start. Okay, and I want to move this out of the way, so get out of the way. Okay, and we are going to, I think we're going to start with this. So we're going to want, where's a good place to start? Maybe I'll just go here. Yeah, that'll probably do. I will just upgrade these to green belts and green things as we go, but yeah. And for some reason it's picking up something above, so there must be a line up the top. So we're just going to delete the top line. Whoops, not upgrade, delete. I'm going to upgrade these, upgrade this, and see how these are white? That's because they're the unupgraded version, so we're going to have to upgrade all these as well. But this is a little bit finicky. Finding the hitbox for these is not the easiest thing to do. And I'm hoping this is enough magnetic coils. It should be. And then this, oh god, now I'm going to have to do this side as well. Yeah, these hitboxes are a little bit awkward. I probably nearly would have been faster just to set it up manually. But anyway, you learn from your mistakes. And I think that's probably more than enough magnetic coils anyway. Okay, so we're going to need obviously the magnets and the copper. But we're going to need copper for a few other things as well. So we're going to put a splitter on the copper. But the magnets is easy. There and there. And then the copper, we're going to have a splitter. And in there. There. And then that's the magnetic coils done. And then I think I'm just going to copy this setup that we had over here for the electric motors, which we're going to need. So, damn, I cut one square too early, so we're going to go from here. And should I do this twice or just once? I'm gonna have to. It's gonna make me upgrade all the things again, isn't it? No. Oh well, I'll do it twice. More the merrier. And I'm gonna have to upgrade all the belts. So upgrade, 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 and upgrade, and then I'm gonna have to walk backwards and forwards and upgrade all these as well. Great. Oh, I'll do this while my drones are out placing things anyway. Okay, but yeah, it's handy being able to use blueprints. You can save them and use them again, which I do have a number of blueprints from my other playthroughs, but I'm trying to play this game without relying on blueprints that have been created previously, because otherwise it takes out some of the fun of the game, because you don't really need to design anything yourself. Just, you know, someone else can design it. You can get blueprints from other people. There's ways of copying and sending blueprints from other people to various people as well. What? Oh, we're out of belts. We are out of belts. Oh, let's do this. So I might set up some iron in here anyway while we're waiting for that. So we're gonna need a splitter. Let's grab a splitter there. And we're gonna grab another splitter and put one here, because we're going to use iron for other things as well. So I'll split this to here, and then this needs to go like, I could have done this better, but that's okay. This is also going to need a splitter, and you're going to go over. How can I need to get that there, so maybe I'll just, is this going to work? Please work, otherwise, yes, it worked. Otherwise I was going to have to readjust everything else. Wait, hang on. Oh, I've done it around the wrong way. That's really annoying. Okay, stop. Stop. So the iron doesn't need the splitter. Yeah, that's annoying. This is what needs a splitter, so the iron is meant to go in the middle lane, and the other thing is for the splitter. So how's the best way of doing this? Maybe over to the side? This is definitely not the best way of doing it. I wonder if, yeah, because I want to put you in there. Okay, this is going to be a little awkward, but bear with me. Can you go up? Please tell me you can go up. You can go up. Perfect. And can I delete both of you? And then that goes across. Perfect. Okay, that was just not how it's supposed to be. I'll fix this up in a little bit, but we're going to need some more belts. So I'm just going to go back and grab more belt. Wait, hang on, I've got plenty of belt. Why is it not placing the belt there? Maybe I didn't upgrade those lines. But anyway, while we're back here, we might as well grab some more belt. Which is here. We've got our rubbish box, although we'll keep our fuel. Everything else, I could have placed those in the rubbish bin, but that's alright. And how are we going for yellow science? I can't quite see it from here. And so you can see this is where we've got those buildings that we haven't placed yet because of the blueprint. So you can see them from the other side of the planet, I think. So we should be able to just hit upgrade. Why is that upgrading the whole thing? I think that worked. Not sure. And then I'm hoping that why is it not working? Why is that not working? I don't know. Oh, it's because I upgraded to level 3. Well, that was stupid. You know what? This is actually really easy to fix. really easy to fix. All you have to do is just this. So I don't know why I spent so much time trying to fix it when I could just delete it and replace it all, because you can just drag it in one big line. Alright, now we've got all these little white ghosty ones. Don't click on them twice, otherwise they'll go to blue. There, there, there. 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 And these bolts are actually broken a little bit, so what I'm going to do is... Actually, I can just put a box at the end. And can I grab all three from this box? I can. Okay, so that'll mean that the line will fix itself. And I think there's a split. Yeah, there's a split here. Okay, and then this way. Always little problems that you have to go around and fix, but you can definitely tell that it gets more complicated after yellow signs, or during yellow signs. Though we haven't actually completely finished the yellow signs, so let's go and check how everything's going. Why are we not producing motors yet? What's happening with that? Ah, I know why. It's because we need to upgrade the ones going sideways as well. Although it doesn't look like there is one there. You know what? I'm not going to bother upgrading. We're just going to chuck new ones in. So new ones. It's just easier than having to worry. So we'll continue to have these white ghosts just sitting here, but well, it doesn't matter, whatever. And are the electric motors starting to be built? I think they are. Why is that? Why is this doing this? What's going on here? Is that the wrong one? Why is that saying there's a problem there? Are you getting everything you need? Why is that not working? Why is that not working? That looks fine to me. What was wrong with it before? Okay, so for some reason all of these have a problem, but what is wrong with that? Oh, we'll delete them and replace them. I don't know why that's doing that, but it is, so... You know, I can't be able to deleting them because I always miss the location, so we're just going to place new ones. Although here apparently I'm going to have to get new ones. So there. Didn't I fix these ones up? What is going on? I have no idea what this error is, because it's saying the sorters are unlinked, but everything looks fine to me. Ah, okay. Maybe it's because they were grabbing the wrong things. Alright, let's see. You're working, you're working, you're working, you're working, you're not exiting. Oh, it's because it's backed up. But they're at least getting all the materials they need. Okay, everything's getting the materials they need. Perfect. So now we're going to need this to go up and over. And back down and across. Actually, we're going to need a splitter here somewhere, because we are going to need some of these extra. So maybe I'll just do this. And I'm going to have to worry about how to make that all work later. But this is where we're going to make green. And we're going to need extra of these. So you're going to go up twice. No, just go there first and up twice. And down. So this is going to be for our greens. Now you need 2 greens for each one of these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're just going to make 5. Where are we? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't need you. So this is going to be for our greens. And greens are going to go out this way and up. Okay, and now we need... Okay, so so we've got all the resources required for the Sorters Mark III now. But for the logistics, blues need both graphite and the blue motors. Do we have blue motors? We can't make blue motors yet, so how do I make blue motors? These. They need graphite magnet. They need magnets? I didn't know they need magnets. So we're going to need somewhere to grab extra magnets, so I think here we're just going to put in a splitter, and then we'll work out how we spaghetti everything back later, but we'll grab the magnets from there at some point. We need graphite, actually. Where's graphite? Is there any coal nearby? There's coal just down here, and there's heaps of coal. We're not going to need that much coal. So let's... And there's another coal there. So actually, is there coal over on this side? There's, there's coal just there. Let's grab that coal. That's a better coal to grab. I feel like this episode's nearly been going for an hour, and I haven't done a whole lot. I've just been floundering around, trying my best to make sense of things, but that's how it goes sometimes in this game. You have a plan, and then the game gets a bit more complicated. You run out of understanding what you're trying to do. So we're going to put in a graphite, one of these, and we probably only need about this amount, because I don't think we need graphite for anything else, and it's right on the border. Why did that not work? Why are things not working for me today? So that should be able to fit. Oh, it's because of the power. I think I copied the power with it, so don't worry about copying the power. Okay, work please. Collide with other objects. Are you serious? We don't want these wind turbines anymore, they're gone. So on attempt number 5, let's see if this is going to work. It does, perfect. And switch all of these to graphite. And yeah, I think that's more than enough, because I don't think we need graphite for anything else. So blues, we're only going to make 2 blues. So in fact, I might even just do blues like, if I make this a little bit longer like that. I wonder if somehow I can fit in the blues here. So just 2 blues, the graphite. Actually, let's grab the magnets. So the magnets need to snake their way here somehow. So up and then down. So down to level +1. Cross. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, magnets, and now we just need the graphite. And so, how are we going to snake the graphite down? Maybe just in front. Here, then it can go up and over the silicon. And then stay up to here and then back down. Okay, now this should be automated blue, although we don't actually have the blue yet. But when we have blue, blue will be going here. And then, I wonder if I can, how do I get it out though? This is not gonna work, is it? For this output, this output's just not gonna work. Can I snake it somehow? You know, these are just gonna move across one, just to there. Yeah, that works now. So in, out, in, out, and then in. There we go. We got blues done. So there's 2 blues. So now that's everything we need for both Mark III belts and Mark III sorters. Okay. Actually, no, it's not everything we need, because we're going to need graphite. So, sorry, graphene. And graphene does need graphite. And it also needs sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid needs water, stone, and refined oil. So where's an oil patch? There's lots of oil patches over there. So we're gonna, I think, set up our refinery here. But we're gonna need more soil for foundation. So let's just grab some soil. I've got 110k. That should be enough. And then this was going to be where our refinery is, and then actually underneath over here is where our, so this can be where our sulfuric acid will be as we run out of foundations. But I wonder if I can copy, so we're not going to need as much of these, but maybe just, let's go with, I think that amount will do. Is that going to fit in here? It is. And like that, perfect. And because I can't be bothered, are these all greens? I think they're all greens. Okay, cool. So I don't need to worry about having to upgrade all the different sorters. I don't mind the belts. The belts are easy to do. The sorters are annoying. So is that got everything to place? And we got power. Tell you what, it definitely helps having blueprints. As long as you got the power for all your drones to fly around, blueprints are a blessing. Okay, and we're gonna need, where are we? A splitter, and we'll make it there. And then up, down, so that's gonna be entry point. And I think the oil that we need, we're just gonna grab from over here. There's one there actually too. Maybe we'll grab both. So let's, we do have an oil refinery, so you can go there. Place some power on either side. Nope. But that should give it power. And you're going to go over and across. And does it have power? It does. And our power situation is still fine, which is handy. And I think I'm just going to grab this final crude oil, and that'll do for this episode, because I just saw the time, and this is about an hour long. And I want to try to keep each episode to an hour and no longer. And an hour is also easy to track, because down here it tells me I've nearly been playing this save file for 5 hours. So I think we'll just finish up this oil, and that'll do for this episode. So it's been a bit of a slow episode. We've just sort of been trying to build towards automating the items to be able to build our interstellar logistics network, and we're probably halfway there, maybe a little bit less. We're also looking to automate Mark III belts and Mark III sorters. So we're trying to do a few things at once. Alright, the oil is now coming in, and we're getting hydrogen and refined oil out. We're not going to use hydrogen at all in this build, so I'm going to have to get rid of that somehow. In fact, I'll probably just store it somewhere. But I think that'll probably do for this episode. So it's been a little bit all over the place, this one. I feel a little bit disorganized, but that's just how it is in this game sometimes. But I'll leave it there, guys. Once again, just a reminder that I do have a Discord if anyone's interested in coming along and saying hi. But besides that, everyone, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye for now.